Jamie Ward, welcome back to the real world, I suppose, fresh from the Euros. How was it?
Brilliant. Obviously, it's a great experience, good level of football to play at, and hopefully I'll have took a lot out of it and learnt an awful lot from it.
I suppose some people would say Northern Ireland overachieved by getting out the groups. Is that how you see it?
No, not really. Obviously, with 3 teams going through, we always felt we could potentially get to the second round, and obviously when we got Wales, we thought we might be able to get to the next step, but unfortunately for us, it was a case of it just wasn't there on the day. We couldn't find the net on the day, and that was that at the end of the day. And you just get on with it, but you look back and reflect on it. It was a great tournament.
Did you see David Vaughan at the Wales game?
Yeah, seen Vaughan before the game, and obviously as we're going out in the tunnel, just said hello and stuff, and didn't see him after. Didn't really want to look at him after. No, I didn't see him after, but that Wales done fantastic, and you've got to give them an awful lot of credit for what they've done in the tournament, and maybe now people will start respecting them a little bit more.
Everybody who's come back from the Euros as a fan has spoken about what an amazing experience it was. Can you just sort of sum up what it was like to be a player involved in that scale of a competition?
It's hard really to explain what it felt like while she was there, and it's probably not sunk in that I'm back yet. Everything gets done for you. The missus ain't happy because I keep leaving my plates around the house, and she has to pick them up, so she keeps giving it me in the ear about that. But it was just a fantastic achievement and a fantastic opportunity for me to actually play in a tournament like that.
So just explain what's happened since you've returned from France, and when did you come back into the fold here at Forest?
Come back in Monday. Obviously, new manager, new coaching staff, and things are looking up at the moment. The lads are taking in everything that they say and everything that the information that they're giving us and taking it on board, which is important. That's what we need to do, and now we just need the right guidance to try and take us a step further this year.
When you were out in France, were you keeping an eye on news back home? Because obviously the managerial situation wasn't sorted for much of the tournament, so was that something that you were keeping a close eye on?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, there's been an awful lot of people linked with it, so it was something that you did keep looking at, and you'd like to know as a player what's going on. And obviously, when someone does get appointed, you like to know, and you like to be prepared for when you come back to who it is, or if you know them and things like that. So you always have to keep one eye on the club wherever you are. Obviously signings and stuff like that, it's always nice to know about.
How challenging do you think it is for you and Vaughan to come in at a later stage than a lot of the other players who have had a few weeks now to work under Montagnier?
No, not really. I think physically, I think we're going to be okay, because we've probably done more work than what they actually have. So physically, we'll be fine. Obviously, it's just a case of the manager now trying to get his thoughts into us as quick as possible, and in such a short space of time before the season starts. That's if we're in his thoughts and in his selection. He's starting selection for the first game of the season, so he'll know what he wants already and who he wants. So it's going to be good to work under him, because you're seeing a different mentality.
How has the manager and his staff handled your and Vaughan's return? Because presumably, especially the fitness staff, they'll want to do their tests on you and assess sort of where you are physically.
With me, I've done the football drills with them, and then I've been put out to do a running drill, so which I don't mind. Some of the lads are obviously doing more intense running, but they just want to see where I'm at with certain things and testing and stuff like that. So no problems there. There's no problems with me, and there's no problems with them.
I suppose looking at the season as a whole for you, this is a new challenge, having played at a major tournament in the summer, to see how you can keep going right until the end of this season. That's going to be a different sort of challenge for you, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think Obviously, at some point, I'm going to hit a brick wall. I think that's natural when you obviously you work hard every single day, like the way we do, and obviously the amount of strain that goes through our bodies daily, and it is tough. So there's going to be some point where the brick wall just gets built in front of me, and I start hitting it. So it's just something that you have to try and get through mentally and keep going. And I'm pretty sure that the manager's bright enough to recognise when that will happen, or if hopefully it doesn't happen, but if it does, he will recognise it and pull me out a bit.
Notts County on Saturday. Are you in line to play in that one?
As far as I'm aware, no. At the moment, they're not too bothered about me playing in that game, so it's a case of being ready to play the whole game here before the week before the season.
Obviously, this is always the time of optimism for players, for fans, for people who work at the club to hopefully have a great season out there on the pitch. What are your general feelings going into this campaign?
I think we've got to look for promotion, playoff, round that side of it. We're an awful lot better than we've shown last year. We shouldn't be finishing as low as we did last year. But now we've got some big players back. Obviously, we've got Britt back, who scores. He's your 20 goal a season man, 15, 20 goals, and that's a massive miss when you don't have that week in, week out. So that'll bring a lot of confidence back to the lads, because you can change a game, obviously, in a second by putting the ball in the top corner. So, and then I think if we're not looking to finish round the playoffs or top two, then you shouldn't be at this club.